Hi, this was a little picture from a walk the other day. I always like taking pictures of these little mossy things. Probably an old tree trunk. So it looks like it's got hair. It actually looks like it's got its tongue out here, which is funny. So I've had a quick look at Morning at the Window. I've looked at this one a couple of times and I find it quite impenetrable. There's only 2 stanzas. First one is 4 lines, second one is 5. Published with Pruvok and other observations in 1917. I'll read it first. Morning at the window. They're rattling breakfast plates in basement kitchens and along the trampled edges of the street. I am aware of the damp souls of housemates, spriting despondently at area gates. The brown waves of fog toss up to me, twisted faces from the bottom of the street, and tear from a passerby with muddy skirt. Tear, an aimless smile that hovers in the air and vanishes along the level of the roofs. So the first thing I noticed when I read it out loud is there's a lot of sibilants, breakfast plates, basement kitchens, street edges. There's a lot of snakes and also a lot of T's, rattling, street, trampled, bottom. And there's also a lot of different variants of the A sound. We've got rattling, trampled, damp, passerby, plates, basement, gates. It's a bit easier to look at the sort of rhythm when I'm not sure about them. So the title, Morning at the Window. So morning obviously evokes the morning time, which could be dawn and or springtime, which we've talked about before. There's also the idea of the morning star, like Lucifer and Venus. And there's a homophone with mourning, as in grieving. So the window often is used as a window to something to look through. We know that. But it can often be associated with the Annunciation. So from a book that I've got about different associations with Mary, I've got Pseudo-Athanasius. Just as sunlight passes through a pane of glass without shattering, so too did the Son of God pass through the glass windows, that is through the ears, painful, of the Virgin, without destroying her virginity. And Renaissance art with the glass window in the Annunciation scene shows the unimpeded passage of light through glass and a reference to conception. And from an Annunciation prayer, in the tender mercy of our God, the day spring from on high shall break upon us. That was the reference to the day spring rather than the window, but it's the same idea. They are rattling breakfast plates in basement kitchens. So on first reading, you can actually hear that almost. Like if you've been in a busy hotel or street or something, people are getting their breakfast ready, preparing for the day. But what else could it mean? So it's interesting, I happen to be reading something else today, lots of synchronicity even though I'm knackered. They, a very innocuous word, but there is a story by Kipling called They, about a man who drives down to Sussex and loses his way and ends up at a stately old house with a beautiful garden, lawns, ancient yew trees and a fountain. I won't spoil it too much, but they, very similar to the Others film, Ghosties.